Alright guys, welcome to a new video. So in today's video we're going to do a BTS of an event in Birmingham I'm going to, I'm filming for. So it's called the Rooftop Summer Party, hosted by Charlotte. I've done a few of these before, you've probably seen them on my channel. But I just wanted to do a BTS talking about the process I go through. So we're currently in Reading, just waiting to get picked up by Ed, because Ed's going to come do the photography for this event for us. So it'll be really good. So yeah, we're just going to go. Party starts at 2, goes till 10. Have to stay in Birmingham every night. But yeah, let's see the journey to Birmingham then and say hi to Ed. Listen, how you doing, bro? You're good, man. You're good. You got a trim? Yeah, right. I shaved them all off and everything. Yeah. So I just thought I'd run through what I kind of take with me to Birmingham. So I usually put it in like a little rucksack like this, because also I'm filming on my phone. But it's kind of pretty portable. I can fit like everything here with clothes as well, so it's quite nice. But basically, so this is what we've got. I'll just run through it all very quickly with you guys. So item number 1 is just kind of a generic tripod. It goes pretty high. This bit on the top you can screw off and screw on and put it onto other things. It's really helpful to have these. So then next I've got my big tripod. So this goes to about a meter and a half high. So it's super useful, and this is what I usually do the beginning shots on, just to really set the scene. Just it's so easy to kind of move them. Then we've got this stabilizer. So I got this from university. You can get them from Amazon from about £15, I believe. So this basically on my phone just makes it, the shots are way more stable and way more easier to use, which is super helpful for me, because my hands shake a shit ton, to say the least. Then I've also got the smallest tripod. This is just kind of a spare really, I think, just to use the top bit here. But it can be helpful, and it's just more creative freedom, because on the day you do not want to just be like, I wish I had this instead. But this is definitely the smallest by far. So if you're comparing 3, it's quite a bit smaller, especially than this one, but they're all useful in their own little way, I suppose. Then with me I've also got a planner, just in case anyone else wants to speak to me about any of the work or anything like that. It's just so easy to kind of have. And then so I actually lost my blue book in Birmingham, but this is just a notebook I've got usually to do ideas on, because I never know when I'm gonna have a brainwave, I suppose. Then one of the last things I have is a portable charger. These always come useful. This one I got from TK Maxx for about £15, I believe. Super useful. Take it everywhere with me, just because you never know when something's gonna die and when you need to charge them up. This thing, other than wires, is I've got my laptop on me. I take my laptop everywhere with me, just because why not? And then should something happen to the footage on my phone, I can quickly export it to my laptop and it is all on there. So the last thing I take obviously is my phone. So I film on Filmic Pro. So Filmic Pro makes everything so much easier, and it essentially turns my phone into a camera. So this is what I got taught at uni, and I know how to use it. A lot of people do ask, and I do ask myself all the time, why do I have a proper camera? I'm currently saving up for one, so that will be coming soon. But for now, the iPhone just does its job. It's better than most kind of cameras on the market at the moment, and it's a lot cheaper than spending £500–600 on a camera. The only negative though is the lack of storage space, because obviously it's my phone, I've got so much stuff on it. The lack of storage space is an issue, but I resolved that issue, and usually when I'm shooting I can shoot around 300 odd files before I get any problems. Alright, so just arrived at the event. This is the setup in progress. It's over there recording. So usually what I do when I get here is just do a quick map of the floor. So just like that, just with everything, so I know where everything is. So it's easy to plan, and then do a quick little shot list with some B-roll ideas as well. This stage I'm just kind of nervous. I just want to get started, stop waiting around and all that. But so let's see how it goes. We've just got back to our, we've just got to our hotel. So the event went really well. Really happy with it. 8 hours of work under my belt. And yeah, it all went swimmingly. I've got about, so I like to usually do about 100 clips per minute of film. So I've got about 300 clips on my phone ready to use. I already know the story, as I said, I kind of laid out in my book. And the story's kind of similar throughout each movie I do. So obviously that starts with the intro, moving on, always ends with like the big dance bits and all that kind of thing. I just think it's easier that way, and it's a really easy narrative to follow, like as the night progresses, as people get more drunk essentially. But yeah, I just try to, every time I do it, I try to have this narrative, shoot for the narrative, and just kind of go from there. And then usually it all works out. But in a few shots, you kind of know what you want now. So there's a certain point where I was kind of waiting for everyone to go outside and start dancing. So I had a lot of the B-roll, a lot of people talking, a lot of this kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, as long as you've got it in your head, like also shooting, running and shooting it can work. It can work for some people, but for me, it just doesn't work. So I hope you enjoy, guys, and I'll see you next time for another video. Peace.